Hi, hello students, good morning. How are you all? Hope you are all doing well. Today we are going to see the continuation of yesterday's class. So you could see all the videos whatever I uploaded yesterday. That was the introduction classes for computer. All the hardware things we are dealing with. Afterwards, next class I will take all the softwares. Okay. So the first part of computer components are the hardware devices. So yesterday we have seen all input unit, output units, as well as central processing unit, right? Central processing unit consists of three other units: control units, and then memory unit, and arithmetic and logic unit. That has been seen yesterday, right? Now today we are going to see some of the more memory units that are secondary storage devices. Yesterday we have seen main memory, right? Random access memory and ROM. Read-only memory are the main memory. So RAM and ROM, what are the difference between them? What are the necessity of having both main memories? That's the thing yesterday I explained. Now today we are going to see secondary storage devices. So why we need such secondary storage devices? We have hard disk in our permanent secondary storage in our system, right? Similarly, we have other secondary storage devices like pen drive, CD, DVD, hard disk, extra hard disk, external hard disk, and then floppy disk. Those things are called secondary storage devices. Why we need such secondary storage devices? If we want to save data for future reference or retrieval, then it needs to be saved in memory, in prime memory, which is called secondary memory. So it is a permanent memory. Now normally hard disk of a computer is used as a secondary memory, but it is not portable. So that they are the hard disk, pen drive, floppy, CD, DVD or external hard disk are portable. So that we are using this many secondary storage media in normal our personal uses, right? So this is what you have seen. Now we are going to see the next one, the images of secondary storage devices. You could see hard disk, how it is now. See here, this is what hard disk. So there are so many floppy or DVD disks inside, circular disk. So each and every things are called as spindle platters. So these are all called read and write memories. Okay, hard disk, we can write everything to the system as well as you can read from the system. Okay, so pen drive also another secondary storage devices, right? So we could see so many secondary storage devices. These are all the images for that. You see, floppy disk, those things. Okay. Magnetic, optical, solid disk, you know everything, right? The secondary storage devices. Pen drive usually used, DVDs, CDs are also used. These are all read only as well as read write. CDs, DVDs also available. Read only means we can only retrieve all the details from the system, from the CD, but read write disk will be able to save your details to the system drive, as well as you can retrieve everything from the CDs. That is what read write CDs. So pen drive also used, right? You know how to use pen drive, scan disk and everything. So these are all the images of our secondary storage devices. Okay, so magnetic media, optical media, those medias are there. So magnetic media means hard disk, floppy disk, zip drives, and optical data disk is CD, DVD, CD-R, CD read only, CD readable, writable, those things. So floppy disk, external hard disk. If you see, this is what the external hard disk. So removable disk as well as fixed devices also there in secondary storage devices. Okay. So you could see all the images of secondary storage devices. So Input devices. This is the next portion. Input devices. Yesterday I taught you what's the purpose of input devices. These other devices used to give inputs to the user, computer. For example, if you need to give some inputs to the computer, you have to type from the keyboard. So computer has to accept all the inputs given through the keyboards and the mouse. And the processing unit, which is the CPU, has to process all the details which were entered through this keyboard, as well as the output unit will display all the outputs. That's what the thing yesterday you have seen, right? So input may be in the form of text, images, audio, video, everything. Input devices are keyboard, mouse, joystick, scanner, etc. Okay. Then in keyboard you could see that. So there are control keys, numerical keys, and alt key, control, then enter key, space key, arrow keys, everything are there, right? So this is what they just they have explained what are the things, how many letters, numbers, characters, other keys, special keys produce, what are the actions for that are explained. Now mouse is a pointing device that functions by detecting two-dimensional motion related to its supporting surface. The mouse motion physically translates into motion of a cursor on the display. So whenever you are moving with the cursor or the joystick or mouse, it allows control, the motion will be translated into digital mode. And everything, now if you want to press somewhere, you have to move according to the cursor will move the direction of your moving, and you have to, now rolling object also will be there, so you could roll on it and you can choose the files, so that everything now converted into digital mode, and according to the digital things the system will now get all the inputs from the mouse. Joystick also similar, same thing, it is also a pointing devices. So if you see here, often used to control video games, right? So it consists of a stick that pivot or a base on a base and reports its angle or direction to the device it is controlling. So it can be readable by the system. This is what. Then touch screen is the computer. You could see the touch screen computers. In future you will have touch screen computers only, like a mobile, touch screen mobile, you will have touch screen computers also in the future. So it is also, the touch screen is displaying screen, but anyway it is also an input device. So input device as well as output device are called touch screen. So they are sensitive and sensitive to pressure. So a user interacts with the computer by touching the pictures or words on the screen. So your touching will be converted into digital waves, and the system will execute according to that. Okay. So now you see here ATM machines and railway reservations, some other reservations, banking, those areas you could see this particular touch screen. Then output devices are used to display the output to the users. Okay. So soft copy means that appears on the monitor are called soft copy. When you are taking printout from by the printer is called, then it becomes a hard copy. So output devices are monitor, printer, and then speaker, projectors are called output devices. If you see monitor, this is also called as visual display unit, VDU. The primary output device where you see the output, it looks like TV. A display may be CRT, LCD or LED. CRT means cathode ray tube, LCD means liquid crystal display, LED means light emitting diode. These are all called output devices. So input devices and output devices you are learning about. So primary output unit is our monitor, that is visual display unit, VDU. So CRT, LCD, LED kind of types of monitors available. The next one is printer, which produce the output on the paper. Various types of printer available in markets are dot matrix printer, then dot matrix printer as well as laser printer, inkjet printer, right? those printers are called output unit. So if you see here, dot matrix means it produces dots only, so the impact will print on this back of this paper. So ribbon, it will hit on the ribbon like a hammer technology. Then quality is good, but the impacts will be saved on the back, right? The quality is good, but making objects using small dots, it's out of world now. But nowadays we are having laser printer, inkjet printer. Inkjet printer is a type of printer that creates digital images by propelling droplets of ink into the paper. So that is what inkjet. It will now propelling droplets of ink onto the paper and then creates this images and everything. So now laser printer is the one in latest technology. It produces printed documents. These are very fast printers and are used very high quality prints. Okay. The next one is CMOS. What is that? CMOS is an on-board battery-powered semiconductor chip. It's the computer that are stored the information. Since informations are stored into it, this information ranges from the system time and date to system hardware setting for the computer. So this is a battery generally used to give backup support to BIOS system. This is what the last portion of your first lesson. So you just go through everything again, then you should know what are the secondary storage devices, input devices, output devices, divisions of every input output devices, right? Yesterday we have seen central processing unit. Today you are learning all the input output devices. Okay, so this is what the first physical components of computer I have learnt, and next tomorrow's video I will create what are the softwares, languages, introduction to languages, softwares. Okay, so hardware, you know, right now you know all the hardware parts of the computer. Tomorrow you will see all the software parts of computer. Okay, so see you in the next class. Bye. See.